Hey y'all, long time no see. It's been like 6 months since I made a video, but just been super like swamped with college applications, school, finishing stuff up. But don't worry, I got into Point Loma Nazarene. I'm gonna go there fall 2019 and study psychology and probably minor in Christian studies since I want to work for Young Life. But I am done with high school. I'm like done with my schoolwork and like my finals, but I still have to go back for 2 days after break just because my school takes finals after winter break. So since I was taking them early, I had to like make sure I had enough days to get everything done and do stuff early. So now I'm like done, but I just have to go hang out. But that's okay because I am done with high school and I'm gonna take a little gap semester off and go travel and see the world. So yeah, I decided to take some time off after graduating and just like get away from school instead of taking classes at COD, which is like our community college. I really just wanted like an opportunity to learn from the world instead of just being in a classroom. But I didn't want to take a full year away because I was just worried that I'd like go off and be like, okay, I don't need college or something like that. So I'm just condensing it, but still getting like 8 months away from school, which is super cool. But I just wanted to like say this video is not meant for me to like flex my money or anything. Like my family's not rich. I'm not trying to brag about like traveling. People have just been asking me like what I'm doing after I graduate early, obviously. And people have been asking like if I'm going to college still and stuff like that. And I just wanted to like clear some stuff up. But also for real, like traveling is not that expensive when it comes down to it. Like it's all about prioritizing that, and my family clearly does. Like I didn't get a lot of Christmas presents, I didn't get a new car, like I'm getting money from schools for college. So it's really just about like if you want to travel, you have to make that something that you're saving your money towards like 24/7, like don't eat out, stuff like that. But of course, like if you have any questions, like my mom knows more than I do, but there's so many little tricks like buying flights on certain days, and I would love to like tell people about that and let them go travel too. All right, so I got my planner. I am a complete planner, no shame. But so the first trip, well, okay, before I like graduate, I'm going to Clearwater Cove for New Year's, a little Young Life trip, but that's not really like a spring kind of thing. So first trip, I leave January 9th for Australia. So what I'm doing there is I'm working at a Young Life camp. I'm doing like work crew, the same thing I did last summer for a month, but they only have one camp there. It's kind of smaller organization there. So it's only for a week. So I'll be working at their camp. No idea what I'm doing. No idea how I'm like actually getting to the camp from the airport, but we'll get there and I'm just gonna serve the Lord for a week. And then my mom and her best friend are actually coming with me. So they're like going to the Great Barrier Reef, doing all the whatever tourist stuff. So they're gonna be doing that while I'm at camp, and then we're gonna meet up at the end and we're just gonna hang out in Australia. There's like this like iceberg club thing where it's like, it's one of those infinity pools where it's like the ocean and then the pool, and everyone posted on Instagram and you would think it's like this like so cool, millions of dollars to get in. It's literally like $10 for a day pass. Like that's the problem with Instagram, is like 99% of this stuff is not that expensive. So we're gonna go there, probably post a picture there. Everyone's gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, it was $10 to get in. So then I come back January 23rd, and then literally 2 days later, like we're flipping this house around and going to our Florida house because it's middle of winter here. I don't want to be here. My family doesn't want to be here. So we're gonna drive to Florida, get all our stuff there, hang out for a little bit, you know, and then we leave February 12th. We're going to Paris. So you would think, wow, Paris, that's an expensive trip. But the reason we booked this trip was because me and my mom were like arguing about math or something because I had a bad grade, and I was like, let's just go to Paris. And she was like, okay, I'll look at flights. And we looked and it was like 500 round trip. And I was like, okay, well now you have to book it. Like, what? So we booked our flights, but now there's like riots in Paris right now. So we're kind of thinking like back up. We might go to like southern France where it's kind of like not the city, it's more like laid back countryside. Or we might just go to London because we have a connection through London to get to France. So that one's kind of up in the air, but for sure it's only a week, so we'll figure something out. And then we come back a week later. And then right when we come back that Saturday, I'm going to Yoga Fest in Florida. I went last year. My friend Lexi, where she got her teacher training, I'm pretty sure is like the yoga studio that runs it. She's amazing. She's been teaching yoga since she's like 12. She taught last year in front of like 1,000 people. It's literally the coolest day ever. It's just like yoga classes, vendors, that kind of stuff. So that's that day. Then we're just gonna hang out in Florida some more. I don't really know. If you live in Florida and want to hang out, hit me up. And then, so I just decided this literally last week. Me and my work group friends are very like, just jump on a plane and go places. So my friend Katie, she lives in Wisconsin and goes to college in Minnesota. Her Young Life College is doing a mission trip in Guatemala. And I didn't really have a lot planned for March, so she was like, come to Guatemala. And I was like, okay, I'll go to Guatemala. And my mom was like, okay. So I'm going to Guatemala for a mission trip. It's like a weekend, beginning of March. I think we leave the 3rd. I don't really know a lot of details, but I'm gonna go. So I think we're like building sheds or something, or like, I don't know. So that's what we're gonna do. And then the rest of March, I was thinking, so I've kind of been like on and off about doing this. My friend Belle, who I did work crew with, she's in the Philippines or Thailand or somewhere over there doing this thing called WWOOFing. It's like Worldwide Organization of Organic Farms or something, or Opportunities on Organic Farms. But basically you work on a farm, but it's not like, you're not getting paid. In exchange, you're getting free like food, housing, and you get to learn about the culture. So originally my plan was to do that the whole month of March in Australia, or not Australia, in Hawaii. But I was like, I don't know if I want to go in Hawaii with no one I know. And then my friend Belle was like, well, I might be back, but she might not be back the whole time. So if it works out, me and Belle might go to Hawaii and do that farming thing like the last 3 weeks of March, or like the last 2 weeks or something. But if not, I'll probably just hang out with her. Maybe we'll go on a road trip, go see some mountains, go see some friends. That one's kind of up in the air, so if anyone wants to do something with me, let me know. So that's March. And then April, so I'm going to Point Loma Nazarene, which is in San Diego. So they have their like admitted student day. There's one on the 5th and there's one on the 12th. So I have nothing to do, so we're probably just gonna go to California for like those 2 weeks. Maybe I'll go to both, I don't know. Just surf, hang out, meet some people. And then by that point is probably when we're gonna head home to Wheaton for a little bit. Hang out, maybe go to prom, maybe do some powder puff, any of that. And so after all those like May things, I'll probably help out with like track, because I honestly am so sad I'm not gonna be able to do track this year, but I can always work the meets or go to their workouts and stuff. And then May 25th, I officially graduate. I like walk across the stage. I think I'm gonna do that, even though it'll be kind of weird because I've been gone for so long, but it's kind of a thing you have to do. So now we're into summer. Doesn't end here. So summer is a little more up in the air right now. It's a little far away. So my plan is, so there's a week in June where I have like 2 options. First option is I can lead wildlife, which I led fall weekend wildlife. It's the little middle schoolers. Love them to death. But it's at Castaway, and I just don't know if they're gonna need leaders or not because they have people from Wheaton College. So obviously if I get to go, like, that'd be amazing, so much fun. But if not, I'm thinking I might go be a nanny for Young Lives at Lost Canyon because my leader is doing a year-long internship there. So Young Lives is teen moms. So they get to go to camp for a week, like be kids again, and we take care of the babies. And I need to learn how to take care of a baby because I've never babysat a baby and I'm gonna have children. So this is the time to do that, you know? And then rest of June, I don't have anything to do. Me and my mom were thinking like maybe Italy trip. If anyone wants to go to Italy with us, hit me up. Everything's just kind of up in the air. And then July, at some point also, we're doing a Wisconsin reunion with all my worker friends from last year, but no one knows what they're doing this summer. So at some point that will happen. But then I leave July 12th for Beyond Malibu. If you don't know what that is, it's a 10-day trip through Young Life where we go like through Seattle to British Columbia and you hike a mountain. So I'm gonna do that, even though I'm like terrified of it and don't even think I can make it through. I feel like it's something I should do. And apparently the views are like breathtaking and such. So yeah, that's all I have for July. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then August, well actually, end of July, if everything goes according to plan, like July 26th-ish maybe, I'm planning on doing work crew again at Lake Champion. So work crew is what I did last year. It's a month long, you're just volunteering, working at a Young Life camp. You meet literally the best people. I met all my best friends there last year. So I'm gonna go again, and also my area is going to Lake Champion this summer. So I'm hoping that I get to serve them. But if I don't get a spot there and I go somewhere else, like literally work crew is the best experience ever and I would go anywhere. So that's like a whole month. And then after that, I leave for Point Loma, start college, and then it's the end of the best 8 months of my life, hopefully. And I forgot to add like how I graduated early. It honestly was the easiest thing ever. So at least at my school, you don't actually need like that many credits to graduate a semester early. Like you don't have to do anything. But for me, since I did Florida Virtual freshman year, I didn't have enough electives, so I just had to take one online class last year. But honestly, it was super simple, and like it's really kept me motivated this year because I knew that I didn't have to like go through winter and like do this whole year. Like I've known that such good things are coming, so it's really just made like a difference in my attitude towards this year. So yeah, that's my 8 months. It's crazy. I leave in like 2 weeks. I haven't packed anything. I haven't even thought of the fact that I'm leaving, but I'm super excited and I hope it's gonna be a fun time, and I hope that the rest of the trips go well. So yeah, thanks for listening to me talk for like 8 hours. Bye.